Oh, what's going on? What is going on? Double checking some settings. All right. All right, we should get started. What did we get? New mail? Patch notes? Automatically added to a league? Uh, Leagues are an important part. Oh. Combat rebalances. Adding more tags. Mara has been adjusted ahead of our next full Brother Eye recalibration. And it's just in time for Aquaman's release. Alright, we'll have to go look at Mara. I'd like to see her changes. Looks like Vigilante FX is. John got fixed a little bit. So they didn't really do a whole lot. Just visual changes, I'm guessing. Okay, well, let's take a look at Mara. Did they add Aquaman? They did add Aquaman. Ooh. So he is a sacrifice character. I wasn't I don't like the sacrifice team. Oh, sacrifice, frostbite. He also has invulnerable and a heal. Okay. Telepathically summons a pod of dolphins who thrust him in the air. Aquaman then crashes both Trident and Colossal Wave down upon an entire enemy row, dealing physical damage. So he is a physical damage dealer, equal to 150% of his attack. He also gains 1 stack of shelter. Not a whole lot of damage. Physical damage dealt increases. Physical damage increases to 165% of his attack. Enemies hit now receive 1 stack of exhaustion. Exhaustion new? Physical damage dealt increases 190. Aquaman now manipulates remnants the wave into protective shields, front granting allies 1 stack of shelter. Okay. I spent so many gems summoned on Juno and didn't complete his. Oof. That's not good. The event wasn't even that hard, man. You just had to do dailies. Lunges forward and pierces an enemy with Trident of Neptune, dealing physical damage equal to 100% of his attack and inflicting 1 stack of frostbite. So it doesn't look like he's going to be hitting for a lot. Oh, he's a tank. He is a tank. Okay. When an ally drops below 40% of their max HP, for the first time, Aquaman summons a school of fish to envelop them in a protective bubble. Makes them a school of fish until the end of the turn. Okay. And the attacks they deal also apply 1 stack of frostbite. Now, whenever an ally gains protection from a school of fish, Aquaman will too until the end of his turn. The school of fish now feast on parasites, plaguing their target before dispersing, cleansing them of all debuffs. Dailies, but I couldn't get Judo to rank 7. Oh, so you weren't even able to complete the enough to get the extra 40 shards. That feels bad, dude. At Aquaman's best good. Oh. The gods of the sea will reward his allies their devotion and offerings. Whenever allies' health is sacrificed, they are immediately healed for 50% of the sacrifice. Okay. This is like the only thing I'm fucking with in his kit. Merciful Sea can be activated up to a total of 5 times per battle. Oh. I don't like that. Sacrificed HP healed increases 75%. Merciful Sea no longer has a limit on how many times it can be activated. Aquaman's gonna be freaking useless unless he's ranked 10. Dude, why do they do this? Why do they lock the very thing that's going to make this character run to rank 10? It's so stupid. They do it every single time. A rising tide lifts all boats at the start of Aquaman's turn. Any ally with more than 65% of their maximum HP gains 1 stack of strong attack for 2 turns. Sea's power is restorative as its destruction. Any ally with less than 65% of their HP is healed for 15% of their max HP. Okay. If Aquaman is beside Mera on the battlefield, any buff she gains is also applied to him. Okay, so what was her change? What was her kit change? Okay, now let's go ahead and look at Mera. Creates a giant octopus out of the water to attack an enemy, dealing superpower damage equal to 400% attack, and inflicting 1 stack of armor break for 2 turns. 1 stack of frostbite. Damage increased to 420 and adds an additional stack of frostbite. Damage increases to 440%. Armor break duration extends to turns. Okay. Attacks the enemy that has the lowest HP. Dealing physical damage equal. Okay. Sends 3 dolphins, water constructs, target enemy. Dealing superpower damage equal to 5%. Dolphin inflicts 1 stack of armor break, stack of frostbite. Each subsequent dolphin, 40% chance to inflict an additional stack of armor break. Damage increases to 60%, and the second dolphin now adds 1 stack of frostbite to the enemy. Damage increases to 75%, extends armor break duration, turns, and dolphin now 1 stack of frostbite. Okay, so they didn't really change her kit. Start of Mera's turn. If armor is not already active, sacrifice. Increasing her damage reduction by 35% and reducing incoming damage by 100% for 2 turns. Yeah, so they didn't really change her kit. All they did was add frostbite to 2 moves. You can't say that you reworked a character and all you did was throw frostbite on 2 of their moves. Okay, I guess we can I guess I can theorize. I'll probably just make a video about it. It does look kind of interesting though. I don't know why we're not getting enough bit rate. Cool. Is he gonna be a fusion character? Oh, I hope he's a fusion character. No, I don't think this is a fusion character, right? No, he'll definitely be summoned from the mother box. Okay, we got some work. We got some work we got to do. Still need to complete most of the dailies. I think we take on this one. Oh, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this team. The Frostbite team, so it's Frostbite slash Sacrifice. So they're going to be able to be put in two different teams. Hey, what's going on, big dog? How you doing, bud? Um, so going to be Sacrifice or Frostbite. Frostbite doesn't have enough characters right now that I can think of. And I don't know if I care about... I don't know if I care that much about Sacrifice. I mean, dude. Hey, any thoughts on Cyborg? Oh, Cyborg is dope. He's probably, like, one of the best supports in the game, in my opinion. Taking day by day, streaming. Oh, man, thanks. Yeah, I hope you're doing better, man. Or at least, you know, starting to feel a little bit better. Yeah, I had some stuff come up last week, and I couldn't do a Friday stream. Oh, and by the way, if you guys aren't in the Discord yet, we did drop the Discord. So the link should be. I guess I can post the link real quick. Just 1 second. What teams do you put him on? I don't have him yet. He is going to work good on like a bleed team, or yeah, pretty much any team that he's gonna pair well with like bleed characters. And to be fair, like he is pretty much like a universal support, so like he can be pretty much put into any team and do really well. I've thought about putting him on the debuff team if I ever got him. I thought about a bleed team or like a bleed block team. I would have to do some more play testing with him, obviously, but I think he's incredible, and that he can pretty much be slot in any team and do what he's supposed to do. I watched your video of what to do every day. Can you explain the arena that just opened up? Yeah, I mean, we can look at it. It's a new season, right? So, I mean, all it is like the buff. There's a different buff or something going on. Yeah, let's look at that arena real quick. Okay, so nothing changes in this arena. Yeah. I didn't know that. That's... Anyway, nothing changes in Elite Arena, or sorry, normal arena, but the Elite Arena... For the Season 26, Judo Masters Ultimate cost reduced to 1 energy point. What is it normally? It's normally at like what, 3? So that's cool. And then anti-hero characters have their stats increased to by 100%. Yeah, so this is pretty much like the anti-hero meta. So characters such as So like these heroes right here will have their stats increase by like 100%. It's pretty significant, but like I don't know if anybody really cares about it unless you're like really competing in arena. And then Judo Master obviously having his ult reduced to 1 energy is nuts. That team's gonna pop off in Elite Arena. Alright, looks like the stream finally stabilized. It was giving me problems. What are we thinking about Aquaman? You think... I don't think he's going to be worth summoning, honestly. Like, he's cool, and he's going to help either the Sacrifice team or the Frostbite team, but, like, I don't think they're worth summoning at the moment. Like, there's... Like, unless you already have Dr. Fate and Pandora in them leveled up, like, I don't know. I threw him on my block team and moved Ocean Master's ultimate up to stack bleeds for Cyborg Missile. Thanks for the help. Yeah, I hope that helps. Play test it a little bit and let me know how it turns out, man. I'd love to know, like, your opinion on it. Again, I don't have him, otherwise I'd be testing him. From when I have used him, I've used him in the Elseworld. So, and in Elseworld, he seemed to do really well, so... and then just looking over his kit and everything, I think he's really good. He's definitely going to help characters like Deathstroke because of the bleeds. He's going to help characters on the block team for that invulnerability ultimate that he has. I think Cyborg's really, really solid character. The Batman video probably just dropped too. I think I dropped it at 6 p.m. today. I don't know if I want to do 2 videos a day. It's not like it's a whole lot of hard work, but I just don't want to overwhelm you guys with too much. I know there's some creators that do, you know, a couple videos a day, but I don't know. I feel like it's hard to follow if you're putting out like a lot of information. But you guys let me know, like, would 2 videos a day do it for you? Like, are you guys cool with that? Or, like, does it seem like too much? Gonna be able to pass this? My free-to-play account's still pretty weak. We're still waiting to summon on like 2 different characters. I need 2 more characters to complete my block team. And the game just does not want to give them to me. Which it's whatever, because like I'm still getting like my my shards every day. So like when I do pull them, I'll be able to rank them up really quickly. Aquaman, Mara, Constantine, Pandora, and CPS 5th should really be good. I guess I want to look, like, we already looked over Aquaman and Mara's kit. Mara's kit really didn't change that much. And Aquaman's kit, like, it's okay for a tank, but he doesn't really have any like damage reduction unless Mara's armor that she applies to herself also applies to Aquaman, which is probably the whole reason for that. If you read Aquaman's kit, if you put Mara next to him, gets all her buffs as well. Okay, so like he'll probably get her armor, which will keep him alive a bit longer. So that's cool. But like, how does Constantine and Pandora help with that? And honestly, I think that whole team is going to, you're going to need Dr. Fate to like fully maximize that team. And I don't know many players that have Dr. Fate. I don't know. I guess we can like kind of take a look at it a little bit more. I'll switch over to my free to play account as soon as I'm done with these and kind of look at it. But I don't know. Like, are people? I know people have invested in Constantine obviously because his damage is insane, but I don't know many people that have invested in Pandora yet. I don't know. I don't know if people want to summon for Aquaman. Like, is Aquaman a popular character? It's interesting. We'll look at it for sure, for sure. I definitely want to make like a theory video on it too, since we already have their full kits, which is great. Like, see, this is what I meant by like getting more communication from the devs. Like, they've released his full kit. I think we still got a few days left, right? Before the banner ends. Let me see. What is he releasing? He's releasing on what? Thursday? One day. So not tomorrow, Wednesday, the next day. So he releases on Thursday. So we got the full kit already ready to go. 2 days ahead of schedule, which is nice. That's like a big relief. At least now we have a couple days to look at their kit before it gets crazy. Yeah, I'm really curious about it now. They said he is coming this week. Yeah, so he should be here on Thursday. As soon as Judo's banner ends, he'll be here. Which again, I mean, they're not really giving us a whole lot of time to save resources. But I guess as a free-to-play player, like, you're not going to be able to pull every unit. So we'll definitely have to do a should you summon video. Really short notice. I wish they would give us like 2 weeks. Well, yeah, but at least this is like a little bit of improvement, right? Because like they wouldn't release the kits until the character was already out. So this is slightly bit better and gives us more time to actually like think about it. Oh, by the way, guys, the Discord is up. I'm going to drop the link in chat right now. If you guys want to join it, I can help you with accounts or any questions you guys might have on there. And pretty much respond in a very timely manner instead of like going through YouTube comments and stuff like that. I do appreciate the YouTube comments. However, it's just hard to answer like full-length questions in the YouTube comments. If you guys have any questions, concerns, video ideas or anything like that, you know, you can just join the Discord, drop it in there and let me know. Also, I have league recruiting in there as well, so if you guys want to recruit for your league or you want to or you want to join my league when we get some more room, that's cool. But yeah, if you guys want to join that Discord, that'd be cool. We can talk and theorycraft, and I can help you guys out with your teams and all that good stuff. Yeah, they really want you to buy for summons. Yeah, it's, well, I think in most gacha games they do. I mean, even Marvel Strike Force, like their monetization is crazy. So I'm not too upset with having to spend on summons. The thing that I am upset on is like they decided that they were going to rework the store to basically screw over half the player base that actually spends money, and instead of fixing like fundamental issues with the game. Now we are looking forward to the Brother Eye. I think the Brother Eye will really reveal a lot about where the game is going to go. If the Brother Eye comes out, or yeah, the Brother Eye like recalibration thing where they're going to rework a bunch of characters, if that comes out and it's just like half-assed and not very good, we'll kind of understand at that point that like the devs aren't going to change their ways and it might be time to say goodbye. because I mean they've already lost a lot of their player base just from the decisions they've made, um, and they're not really. It doesn't look like they're really here to care about the player base. They're more worried about money. That's what it looks like now. Now things might change in the future. We might get some different things going on, and they might do some really good reworks to their entire format, or all that. So that could change. If not, it might be time to start looking for something else. Unless you really enjoy the game and don't really care about how the game functions and stuff like that. But well, I wouldn't say the story work was horrible. I do hate the fact that they did take out the dollar package, and because like there's people that don't mind spending like $1 or $2 a day, but like the lowest pack now I think is $5, and I don't think many people want to spend $5 a day. But overall, it seems like they're pushing towards more of I want money and I don't really care what the player base thinks about it, and that is not healthy. Communication seems to be a lot of people's main issue. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's a very big issue. That's like my biggest concern. Is like if you're not telling us what we're getting, or giving us an idea of what to plan for, at least a couple weeks in advance, we kind of get screwed, because it's like we don't have time to really sit down and think about these teams. We don't have time to sit down and think about the characters that they're releasing. They just drop it and are like, summon, you need to summon now. And it's like, well, like we don't have any time to really assess what these characters are doing. I think they definitely need to bring back that dollar pack though. If you want to make some money, you need to include players that can only spend maybe $1 a day. There should be no reason why we don't have like $1 a day packs. Because I highly doubt somebody's in some like I'm sure there's a couple people doing it, but I highly doubt there's a lot of people dropping $100 a day. 2 weeks before season starts, there should be a roadmap for the next season. Yeah, I wouldn't be against that. That is a good idea. I do like that idea. Just let us know who's coming that season. I mean, you don't have to release the full kits right away, but give us an idea of who's coming that season, and maybe some of the changes that are happening. Don't drop unexpected banners where people have already summoned a legendary character, and now you drop another legendary character hoping to milk some more money out of people. Like, that's just bad business. All games are in it for the money. I just quit Marvel Strike Force, and that game was expensive. Yeah, Marvel Strike Force is crazy expensive. It's a good game, but yeah, it's crazy expensive. Like their new player introduction to spending or whatever, I think is like almost $500 or something. But you get like a bunch of characters and a bunch of resources. But I don't think that's worth it. I really liked Marvel Strike Force. I just didn't like having to log on all the time throughout the day. Just not very fun when you're on like a time schedule. Like I like to get on a game when I want to get on the game, and not have to log in every 2 to 3 hours for a Blitz event or something. Like, not fun. It turns it more into a job, and I already hate working to begin with. They're doing the same thing with Marvel Strike Force at the beginning. I played at launch, and it was bad until they started the weekly updates. I think I played Marvel Strike Force when it first came out, but I don't know. I don't remember how far I got. And then obviously I came back a couple times throughout the years, and then my last attempt I tried YouTube for it, and there's way too much stuff now for it. So like, I don't know. Like, there's too many teams, there's too many game modes now, like as a new player, if you jump into Marvel Strike Force, you are completely lost. You have no idea what to do, what's important. Like, granted, they have really good content creators that help people, but not everybody watches content creators. Like, I still see people in the chat for this game asking like questions that I've answered in my videos like weeks ago. So not everybody watches content creators. I mean, you guys, the guys that are watching the content are the ones that actually want to know the game and play the game in a, I guess, a proficient manner. They want to know what's good and what isn't. The people that watch, you know, content creators are usually the people that care about the game enough to want to like improve at it. So, but yeah, Marvel Strike Force, and that game was so much fun. You got to do too much. Like, you got to sign in on at certain times. It's similar to DC Dark Legion, where you got to sign in on certain times and try to get things done. And I don't know. I don't like that style of play. It completely turns the game into a job, which I don't play games because I want a job. I play games because they're fun. It took me 4 hours a day to finish everything I needed to in Marvel Strike Force. See, that's way too much. Like, you could be playing Borderlands 4 for 4 hours instead of doing your daily checklist on Marvel Strike Force. I don't know. I think so. Mobile gaming, I think, should only take you maybe an hour or so a day to do all your dailies, and then you can screw around and do whatever you want. But if it's taking you more than like an hour and 30 minutes, I think it's way too much content. How long has this game been going? So this game's been out in other countries for about a year now. I'm not precise on the exact date, but they did a bunch of testing in other countries, and then for this game just released, I think, what was it, July 9th or something? So the global version of the game came out July 9th. Couple of months global, dog. Yeah, yeah, that's what made me quit. Yeah, as much as I like Marvel Strike Force and I love the Marvel characters, I'm just not spending an entire day on the game. Like, it's not happening. I can't imagine, like, the content creators must have to like play the game for 4 hours a day. Then they gotta shoot a video. Then they got to edit the video. Like, dude, like, I'm pretty sure the content creators for Marvel Strike Force, that is all they do. All they do is Marvel Strike Force content. And some of those creators are dropping like 2 videos a day. So like, bro, they're probably spending like 8 or 9 hours a day on Marvel Strike Force, which is insane. I couldn't do it. It's too much to keep up with. And they drop new characters like every single week at this point. Like, it's insane. I mean, more props to them though. That game has a lot of players and a lot of viewership and everything. So like, they're doing really well. This game, however, it doesn't have as much attention, and it's hard to get viewers, hard to get people to watch your videos and stuff. Like, congratulations to Mr. Squirrel for getting monetized. That's a big step for him for sure. They need a true dev team that interacts with us players. See what we want. What's wrong? What will we spend on? They need a true dev team to interact with us players. And I think that's kind of what the community managers are for. But I don't know if the community managers really do their job too well. I know they post like updates and stuff and try to respond to most things. We need direct communication. Well, not direct communication, but we need some type of we just need more communication for sure. Like, just tell us what's coming. What are we doing? We need We need better communication. We definitely need things to get us excited for the next season. Like you said, like a roadmap every season at the start of the season would be great. This lets us know exactly what we're going to be looking at for the season. Lets us know how to plan for things. Alliance War, Cosmic Crucible, 2 raids, Blitz, Arena, and I'm sure I'm forgetting something with Marvel Strike Force. Yeah. Well, I think Alliance War was what, every Wednesday and Friday or something, or Wednesday and Saturday or something. Cosmic Crucible, yeah. 2 raids, yeah. Blitz, yeah. Arena, yeah. They even added some more stuff going on too. They don't want you to plan, want you to spend. I mean, I'd be more than happy to spend if I knew what the hell was coming. See, when somebody is unsure about what they're getting, people are more than likely not going to spend. If I know exactly what I'm getting when I look at a character, then I'm more likely to spend about something. Unless you're just like an impulsive buyer where you just buy whatever because you can. But those people tend to have more issues when it comes to real life. Blitz was every 2 hours, I think, maybe 4. No, it was every 2 hours. Blitz was a pain in the butt. And granted, I don't think you had to do Blitz every 2 hours, but to like maximize your account, you'd have to. But if some people saw the Peacemaker kit versus Aquaman kit, nobody would have went for Peacemaker. Ooh, I don't know. Actually, Peacemaker brought a lot of people to the game. Whatever they did with HBO, not including like the, get the free Superman, but it looks like they advertised through HBO or something that Peacemaker was coming. Peacemaker actually brought quite a bit of people to the game. Now, will those people stay? I don't know. Okay, what's going on here? Ooh, this guy is gonna probably wipe the floor here. Agreed. And I really want Aquaman. Have the community managers done anything since they did the video showing of Peacemaker and Vigilante? Not that I'm aware of. I'm sure they're behind the scenes working on something. I know they are. It seems like they're getting ready to do the full Brother Eye thing. I think that's going to be towards maybe the end of the year. I'd expect it maybe November-ish. I mean, I don't think it's going to be sooner. I think it's going to be later. I think it's going to be towards more the end of the year before they do all the rework for those characters. And at that point, it's like, is that going to be enough? I mean, I guess we'll see. But I would have went for PM. Maybe not as hard though. Let you 11-starred him. Holy cow! When you watch DC shows before it starts, they add the game. Oh, see? So they're actually advertising the game. Interesting. Because I've been looking for stuff, but I haven't seen any promotional material for this game. But if they're advertising the game through HBO, I guess that's pretty good. I'd like to see more, like, I don't know, ads. Maybe they should do Facebook or something. I don't know. I didn't realize that they were doing that. I don't have HBO for to watch the DC shows. I got the YouTube subscription to HBO, and that doesn't have everything HBO has to offer. Batman made Brother Eye, right? How awesome would it be to get Joker this year? To get Joker this year. Um, I think it would be cool to get Joker. He is a big item character. Like I know a lot of people are gonna want Joker, and they probably won't even care what his kit does. Just considering it's Joker, they'll probably want him. Um, let's see. I'm not 100% sure. Like their I thought they were gonna do a certain release schedule based off of like characters that were already in the game, and they didn't do it. So it's hard to predict what they're actually going to be doing with these characters. So Joker would be cool though. I don't think he'll come out Christmas. I don't think he'll come out for Christmas. Maybe New Year's, a New Year's Joker. But I don't has anybody even data mined Joker yet? Like, is he in the files? Joker would be cool though. I think the Poison team needs some love. I think right now the only like two decent characters we have for the Poison team is Poison Ivy and Penguin. So we definitely need some more Poison characters. I have Pandora and Constantine high rank, so I feel like I need to get Aquaman, especially if he has a synergy. Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. I really think that team's going to need Dr. Fate, though. Dr. Fate just provides so much utility and damage for that team. I think you can still make it work. I don't know. We're gonna look at it here in a little bit. I definitely need to like think about it before I put out a video on it. I think I saw somewhere that Joker is in the files. Okay, well if Joker's already been thought of and they're messing with his kit, I mean, there's potential he could come out in a timely manner. I just don't know. Like they're really. I thought they were gonna do Fire and Ice, and they haven't done that yet. So I'm not 100% sure if they're saving that for Christmas or what, but I guess we'll see. I imagine Joker will come out and be a poison character to go with Ivy and Penguin. Yeah, no doubt. I definitely think he's either going to be a poison character or he's going to be a flex character. I really don't see him being placed anywhere else. Maybe Bleed, but like, I think he, like, just from his portrayal as a character, he's more of like a poison character with like the laughing gas and all that. So he's probably going to be some type of poison character. Marvel Strike Force got bought by a Middle East country or company. Very deep pockets. Give this game time. Yeah, but I don't think this game has time. If they lose enough of the player base, like they're just gonna have to shut it down. I do not have Dr. Fate. Yeah, we'll definitely look at it. I think I'm thinking like to maximize the team, like you'll need Dr. Fate. I don't know if you 100% need him, but will Supergirl be viable now? I don't think so. I think she's going to need Killer Frost before she becomes viable. Aquaman has Frostbite, and they added it to Mara also. Yeah, so for the Frostbite team, I'm pretty sure they're gonna go with Aquaman and Mara. I guess you like at some point you could probably run Green Arrow, but he doesn't really apply a whole lot of Frostbite. But Aquaman, Mara, you can run Supergirl, Killer Frost, and then you'll have like a flex. I think most teams, their fifth is like a flex character. But I don't think she's going to be viable until we get Killer Frost, or at least the Frostbite team in whole won't be viable until we get Killer Frost. All right. Got a lot of people in here. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link to the Discord. If you guys want to join, that'd be great. We have a bunch of stuff going on in the Discord right now. Basically, if you guys need any help with your accounts and you want it in like a timely manner, you can go into there and we'll help you out with your account and stuff like that. There's also league recruitment, so if you want to recruit for your league, you can go in there and recruit for your league. We have quite a few things in there, so if you guys are interested in the Discord, I just dropped the link in chat. Go ahead and check it out. Aquaman kit gives the ability to apply frostbite. Yeah, I'm 100% aware of what Aquaman does. Obviously he's going to need Mara. So Aquaman in the front row, Mara in the front row, Supergirl in the back row, Supergirl in the back row, Killer Frost in the back row, and then your flex. Sacrifice 2. We'll have to look at the Sacrifice team. I'm still not like entirely sure what they're supposed to do. I know they kind of cleanse debuffs and sacrifice their own HP, but like, well, Aquaman's going to help because he's going to basically heal people who take portions of their life, so that's good. I don't know. It's interesting. We're definitely gonna have to look at it. Bizarro also has. Oh, Bizarro has it also, and he's getting a rework. Yeah, but I think Bizarro is gonna be more of a burn character. They might take Frostbite out of his kit. We're not 100% sure yet on the reworks, because like, as you can see, they just drop him out of nowhere and tell us like, here's a new kit. But with Mara's kit, they didn't really change much. All they did was add Frostbite. Like when I expect a rework to the kit, I'm expecting like the entire kit to just be reworked, like new things that the kit does, or completely changing the kit altogether. I'm gonna tell you something dumb. I thought team synergies stacked with one another and wasted so many shards for teams. Couldn't John be paired with Aquaman? John Stewart? In what capacity? Because the only buffs that Aquaman steals is going to be from Mara. He's not going to get any buffs. He's not going to steal any buffs from anyone else. But I am curious as to why you think John would work. Maybe Supergirl can be a temp until you unlock Dr. Fate. Yeah, that could work. The problem is I'm not sure if they apply enough Frostbite for Supergirl's kit to completely work. Because I think Supergirl's entire kit revolves around everybody applying a lot of Frostbite and then her freezing everybody. I'm pretty sure that's what her kit is designed to do. That's the other thing. I have 160 shards of Mara. Even more reason to go for Aquaman. I didn't notice that it shows he will be a fusion character in the game. Character profiles might skip. Yeah, where are you guys seeing that he's going to be a fusion character? I'm not that familiar with Fate. Why would he fit with Aquaman? So Fate, Dr. Fate is a sacrifice character. He's going to apply shields. He does a butt ton of damage. I mean, there's quite a few reasons you would run Dr. Fate with Aquaman or the sacrifice team. Not specifically Aquaman, more specifically the entire synergy of the entire synergy of the sacrifice team is why you would run Dr. Fate. Yeah, I'm not seeing where you guys are talking about him being a fusion character. Is this just something somebody said and then people are going with it, or? Because I looked at it, and the the main site doesn't say anything about him being a fusion character, but it does say he'll be in the mother box. So he's probably going to be a summon only character. If he is a fusion character, I mean, that's really cool. Like, if he's a fusion character, I'll probably summon for him, no doubt. But in the game character profile where you see his kit, says fusion at the bottom. Okay, I'll take a look at it, because I'm super confused. If he's a fusion character, that's really good. That means like Constantine, Pandora, and Mara will probably be on that banner. And then you like, if you want to build out a team, you can just build out that team just by summoning on that banner. And if this is true, right? Not saying that you guys are lying or anything, but if it's true that he is a fusion character, then we know that fusion characters will be coming in the future. Because the first time it happened, when it was Blue Beetle, I thought maybe it was just like a one and done type of event. I made a video basically explaining a new summoning strategy, and if this is going to be okay, so he is a character fusion. Interesting. So if he does come out as a character fusion event, the new summon strategy is just save all of your purple tickets for when these banners drop. But I mean, it's very plain and simple. If we know we're going to get fusion characters, we are just going to save purple tickets in order to basically build out an entire team in one banner, which will be great. Okay. So this is interesting. I guess we'll see. He's supposed to be coming out Thursday, so I guess we'll see. Do you think he will be in the DC fan pick Dubai? DC fan pick. Also, if you didn't see my comment, I meant John Constantine. Sorry, Shrek. Let me look at this. Team synergies. John could be paired with Aquaman. John Constantine. Sacrifice. I don't know what the DC fan pick is. I'm sorry. Also, if you didn't see my comment, I meant... Okay, John Constantine pairing with... Aquaman. Yeah, because they're both in the sacrifice synergy. So what we're looking at here for Aquaman is Aquaman, like, his damage is pretty mediocre. He's going to apply this. I'm not sure if exhaustion has been in the game yet, but it looks like a new debuff to me because I don't think I've ever seen it. So whatever exhaustion does, he's going to apply that with his ult. He does like a lot of frostbite. He's going to do this, which is basically like a shield of fish, I guess. And then this one is going to be really good. So basically, this is going to be his passive. He's going to heal people by 50% of the amount of HP that they sacrificed, which is really cool. And then obviously this will go up to 75%. And then this one is also really good. So at the start of Aquaman's turn, any ally with 65% of their maximum HP gains one stack of strong attack. So they're going to be doing a lot of damage with the strong attack thing going on. The only problem is like, this team's going to need to be like lower health to really start popping off, it looks like. The Sea's power is restorative as a destructive. So allies with less than 65% of their HP get healed for 15% of their max HP. So he's going to be like a tank that heals the entire team, which is really interesting. And then you're also going to have like Pandora healing as well with her ultimates. I don't believe any of her other skills heal though. She does grant, I believe, shield. Yeah. And she also cleanses debuffs. Cool. So it looks like they might be a good counter to maybe a debuff team. Not 100% sure on that. Then Constantine's crazy. Once he gets into like a higher ranks, he gets really crazy. So he's gonna dispel stuff. He also applies weaken, gives himself strong attack. strong attack and recuperate. So I think this team, so they're going to be good. They're going to be pretty good, especially with Mara and Aquaman in the front row, and then you run Constantine and Andorra, solid, and then Dr. Fate. So Dr. Fate's going to apply weekend. Going to give strong attack. Dealing superpower damage and getting 20% lifesteal. For each ally with a portion of HP lower than 60% during battle, increases his own attack. When an ally casts ultimates while their portion of HP is lower than 60%, he's going to grant a shield. So this team's going to have quite a bit of survivability. I do, however, think that you're going to need Dr. Fate to like fully maximize the team, which is kind of the downside. All right. Let's go back. The guy, a Lego pack for 30. Oh, the legendary pack that like first shows up once you've hit like a certain rank. I mean, maybe. I doubt it, but maybe. Was Peacemaker in it? If Peacemaker was in it, then there's a high probability that Aquaman will be in it. If Peacemaker wasn't in it, though, I highly doubt it. Andorra, badge 30, also grants her lots of lifesteal. She has been crazy good for me. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like the team's going to have pretty good survivability. Once they hit about 60% of HP, they're going to start popping off. So it's an interesting team for sure. But I do, like, to fully maximize the team, I think you're going to need Dr. Fate. Substitute DPS characters? I don't know. Oh, well, this account's not very good to look at, but I think they could be pretty solid. That fusion event's going to pop off too. I think if you are looking, you know, just to get another team going, you might want to summon on it. My only issue is like, it looks like that team is going to require 2 legendary characters, which is really going to thin out your resources. Especially for like the 8th metal and stuff. So what do you guys think? You guys think that team is going to do good? Look pretty good? Wonder Woman is a substitute for everything. I mean, she can be, yeah. I mean, you can just plop her in there and she'll do what she does. But like, does her kit really benefit the team? I don't know, not really. She's just there for damage. I think it's a must pull. Ooh, okay. Because it's fusion, I think I'm a skip and save, but if I can buy him 1,000% spending. Ooh, okay. So you guys are really excited for Aquaman then, huh? You think he's really gonna pop off? And it's not really specifically Aquaman that's going to pop off. It's the team. It's the entire team itself. I think outside of the team, Aquaman's not going to function very well. And especially without Mara, he's not going to function very well. I think they will be at least as good as Mr. T's squad. Ooh, that's a bold statement, brother. I don't know. I don't think anything's going to match Mr. T's squad for a while. I think Mr. T's, they made Mr. T's team incredibly strong, and I think they did it for a reason. But I highly doubt Mr. T's team is going to get power crept by this sacrifice team. I mean, we'll definitely see, but like I highly doubt it. Fusion would make him an easy R10 for me. Plus, I have Mara. Yeah, see, there you go. Well, and you got to remember the fusion banner is going to be similar to how we had the block banner, where we had 4 characters on that banner that we could get to build out that team. So like, so now that we know if this is going to be a fusion character that we're going to get from fusions, main priority for free-to-play players now is going to be save up your purple tokens until these new fusion events come out, and then drop them all on that banner and build those characters. Now it's going to be, when was the last banner? The block team banner. Was it about a month ago? Maybe 2 months ago? So your time between summons is going to be a lot longer. But if you can guarantee yourself 2 copies of the legendary character, plus the rest of the team pretty much fully built, just by summoning on 1 banner, I'd say it's worth it for sure to save. For sure save for those, especially if you're free to play. It's better than gambling on 3 separate banners that, I mean, you might not even get those characters. Let's see. I'll be here to say I told you so don't worry. Gotcha sauce, dude. I mean, I'm definitely going to summon for it. Like, I mean, I kind of have to at this point, right? So, I'll definitely summon for it. I don't think they beat it. I think they will be just as good. I don't know, man. We'll definitely have to look at it and play test it. No, and I also don't think they're going to be a direct counter to Mr. T's team. But to like say that they're going to be just as good, I don't know. Mr. T's team is cracked. Crazy cracked. Especially if you're running like Hal Jordan with it and Jessica, like that team is just insane. I was thinking Peacemaker team plus Aquaman and Mara. Nah, that doesn't really work. Mara's doing superpower damage, so like she's not going to benefit from any of the well, she'll benefit from armor break, but she won't benefit from like the fragile stacks. Plus that team already kind of just does what it does with those 3 members, and then you just slot into like 2 other characters. I don't think the Peacemaker team plus Aquaman and Mara are gonna do. I don't think that's it. I wasn't around for the block banner. How did it work? So basically, for the block banner, it was a fusion. It was a fusion event for Blue Beetle, and basically the banner had Nightwing, Ocean Master, Vixen, and Bloodsport on it. Those 4 characters. The only epic characters that you could summon were those 4. And then once you had enough shards, you were able to fuse for Blue Beetle. So you had to get shards for all 4 of those characters. But once you had enough shards, you could fuse for Blue Beetle, and then you would get Blue Beetle, and you could fuse Blue Beetle up to 2 times. So like it was a very, very, very good banner. Because like basically you would summon on that banner and you would be able to build out the entire team just from that banner. Yeah, no, definitely not a counter. I don't even like, how would you design a team to counter Mr. T's team? That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm thinking right here is like, in order to compare them, you would have to, like, the sacrifice team, I could see how they could be countered, right? But I don't see how you counter Mr. T's team. Unless you just like completely overpower them, right? That's the only real way you're gonna beat that team. A counter to the sacrifice team, the only one that we have right now is poison, which we don't have many characters of. So like poison ivy works to counter that team, very slightly, right? And then oh, Lex. Where is Lex? Lex. So Lex is I guess they don't have it on here. I'll have to show you on my main account, but Lex is a good counter for the sacrifice team because of his shield. His shield and his synergy. Like let's see. So the gold tickets weren't used. Nope, it was only the encrypted tokens, the purple ones. The only way you could counter Mr. T is if they decreased the damage they are able to put out. And they're not going to do that. Or at least they shouldn't do that. They shouldn't touch Mr. T's team at all. If anything, they need to bring other characters up to that level. Lex is a counter to sacrifice. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he is. So like you can counter the sacrifice team in like certain ways. But I don't think you're going to be able to counter Mr. T's team. Debuff doesn't work against Mr. T's team. Actually, Mr. T's team is a complete counter to debuff. That's why I've been getting my butt kicked in Elite Arena. What are these teams? I don't want to fight Hal. What is going on here? No. I have too many green units, dude. I don't want to fight Hal. Oh, you're killing me. Let's take out Blue Beetle. Okay. Sacrifice, huh? Alright. No, I don't mean a nerf. I mean like the team debuff their damage with some sort of mechanic. Yeah, so like the only way you're going to be able to beat Mr. T's team is if they design a team specifically to counter it, which is a possibility. So like they would have to add some type of debuff or something that's really going to melt the team. See, the only thing I can think of right now is like a superpower damage team, because like the main core of that team is going to be Mr. T and DCU Superman. So physical damage doesn't work very well against DCU Superman. So you need to find a way to negate his healing, and then you also need to find a way to kill him really quick, which the only real way to do that right now is superpower damage. Ooh. And you guys got me all excited. I'm feeling it right now. Yeah, let's do. The only way you should ever nerf a team is if like they completely break the game. And even then, like, I don't know. I don't think that's a good. I don't think it's a good idea to nerf characters, because people are going to invest in them. They're going to spend a lot of resources to get them. They're probably going to spend money to get them. And then for you to just turn around and nerf, like, that's a good way to really piss off the player base for sure. Okay, so we got main stage and quick collect. All right, let's do a quick system recovery. Mr. T's team is all the Green Lanterns, right? So the Mr. T's team would be DCU Superman, Guy Gardner, or I'm sorry, yeah, Guy Gardner. No, not Guy Gardner. Yeah, his name's Guy Gardner. So Superman, DCU, Guy Gardner, Mr. T, Jessica Cruz, and Hal Jordan is like the best setup for that team right now. There are other variations of it, but that's pretty much like the best setup right now. I'm hoping when they drop the entire Lantern team that's going to counter DCU Superman's team or Mr. T's team, but I highly doubt it. Other games have done it with a can't heal debuff or can't revive mechanic. I wouldn't really like that though. Mr. T is DCU Superman, Guy, Hal, and Jess. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so like the can't heal mechanic, like, I mean, people may not know this, but like poison stops a lot of healing. Why is the okay? So at the end of the turn, it takes superpower damage equal to 20% of their attack and decreases healing received by 10%, up to a max of 15 stacks. So really stopping like healing comps or teams that heal a lot, and poison's going to stand out quite a bit. The only problem is we don't have many poison characters right now, or any good ones. So it's going to be a while before we stop teams that heal a lot. Boom, boom, boom. But I'm pretty excited. I hope you guys are excited. I didn't think I was going to get too excited about a sacrifice team. But it sounds like you guys are amping me up to where like it's letting me think that this team's going to be really, really good. So Joker team will counter Mr. T. In theory, yeah. In theory. I think they have to release a couple more poison characters before that, though. Maybe Joker will be the legendary, and then we get 2 more poison characters that are epics. And that'll... I mean, I don't 100% know if it'll solve the problem, but it's a start, for sure. No way I appropriate poison, in my opinion. Yeah, no. Not right now. They need more characters. Alright, I'm going to switch accounts. The screen's going to go black, but I'm not leaving. I'm still here. I promise. No way Joker isn't poison. Yeah. I mean, it just depends. They could do poison. They could do something else with him. My bet, though, is that he's going to be poison for sure. Yeah, like I almost like I'd say like there's a 90% chance that Joker is going to be a poison character. Now, when is he going to drop? I mean, nobody knows. It would be nice to get some kind of roadmap for the seasons or something that lets us know, but I guess we'll see. Oh, thank God it let me log in. Sometimes I gotta sit here and press the exit button like 50 times to log in. Alright, let's go ahead and look at some sacrifice teams. I'm pretty curious about this. Great. Now I have to invest in Mara. I really didn't want to, but now I'm probably gonna have to. Where is sacrifice? Okay, so it looks like we got some decent options right now. So we're definitely gonna have John, Pandora, Mara, Aquaman, and then your flex character if you don't have Dr. Fate. So let's see, what else can we put in here that's going to help this team out? Every successful game I have ever played also does so well with roadmaps and communication. I wouldn't say every game I've ever played. There's some games that don't tell you jack about nothing. Okay, so all deployed allies attack, HP, and defense. When any ally's HP drops below 30% for the first time, grants a shield that absorbs damage equal to. Okay. Supergirl and physical. See, the problem is like you're gonna need two legendaries. Like either way, like Doctor Fate and Aquaman or Aquaman and Supergirl. Like you're gonna need two legendaries. That's a huge investment. Physical damage also hits all frozen enemies and does an additional 100% damage to frozen enemies. Okay. So she wants to pop off once enemies are completely frozen. Attacks target 3 times, dealing physical damage for 30, 30, and 60. Applies 1 stack of frostbite. Damage increase. Attacks 2 enemies with the highest attack for superpower damage equal to 85% and adds 1 stack of frostbite. Damage increases to 95% and adds freeze to enemies if they have more than 8 stacks of frostbite. Once per turn per ally, when an ally applies frostbite on an enemy, heal the ally for 75% of Supergirl's attack. What? Increase crit rate by 20% when attacking an enemy with more than 5 stacks of frostbite during the battle. Gains 30% physical damage reduction, but takes an additional 50% superpower damage. Deals physical damage, blah blah blah. Okay, so where are we getting frostbite from? So not her ultimate. We're getting frostbite from here when it goes to level 2. We're getting frostbite from her advanced attack. Ally applies frostbite on an enemy. So she's going to heal when they do frostbite. Enemy with more than 5 stacks of frostbite. Okay, so she wants a bunch of frostbite stacks. And if we're looking at... Let's see what other frostbite characters we have. So no, we're not going to use Superman. He only applies frostbite with his ultimate, right? But he's not going to be very good. Mara is going to apply frostbite. Where does she apply frostbite? With her ultimate. Yeah, I wish her basic applied frostbite. Supergirl, see, that seems like Mr. T counter. You just get the frostbite on them and freeze them. Gotta run speed sets though. I guess, yeah, in a way. If you can just keep Superman, DCU Superman out of the fight, you could probably win. Inflicts armor and 1 stack of frostbite. Armor break and third dolphin applies frostbite. And that doesn't much. So his basic's gonna apply frostbite. Him getting attacked is gonna deal frostbite. And that's it. I don't think there's enough frostbite for Supergirl's kit to work properly. I think you're gonna have to wait on Killer Frost, unless has a 50% chance adding 1 frostbite stack to an enemy that attacks the shield. Adds frostbite. That armor she gives is going to make the front line for this team so tanky too. Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. Mara's armor is really good. Increases her damage reduction by 35%. This is just damage reduction. So this is both physical and superpower. And reduces incoming crit damage. Yeah, so the front line's gonna be pretty dang tanky. Mara loses at least 20% of her current HP from a single attack. She gains armor. Okay. I really think the team will be Supergirl, Mara, Aquaman, Killer Frost, who I think will get a banner right after Aquaman, and then a filler. Yeah, I mean, sounds pretty logical. The armor she gives is going to make the front line. Oh yeah. How often does AM? Who's AM? Aquaman? Allow allies to apply frostbite. How often does he allow allies to apply frostbite? So he's only applying frostbite with this, and then when they get attacked while they have the school of fish. And he's only applying 1 stack for each, so I don't know. Supergirl wants like 8 stacks of frostbite. Then the only way I think you're going to be able to get that right now, I think the only way you're going to be able to get that is if you run a tank like Captain Cold or Mr. Freeze. Which, I mean, I really don't recommend. Heals a front row ally with the lowest portion of HP, 4 HP equal to 20% of his max. Also protects them with a frozen coffin, making them unable to take actions. Whenever ally inside the frozen coffin is attacked, there's a 100% chance to heal them for 3% of their max HP and adds 1 stack of frostbite. Fires his cold gun at the enemy, dealing damage equal to claw and frostbite. Start, he heals himself for 5% of his HP. Healed amount is doubled when portion of it. So I don't know. I'm not 100% convinced that there's enough frostbite going on. Is there anyone that makes debuffs stay longer? Like it extends debuffs? I know there is some. I think Judo does. I'm pretty sure Judo extends debuffs, if I'm not mistaken. But again, like, I don't know if I would use him in that comp. Use the front row. Where is it? Is it his badge? I think it might be his badge. Oh, I got Judo Master to 8 stars. I was pretty happy about that. Yeah, so every time Rapid Strike hits, it has a 50% chance of duplicating existing debuffs on the enemy target. Duplicate debuffs always last for 1 turn. Getting a battle, blah blah blah. Whenever Rapid Strike critically hits, it's guaranteed to duplicate a random debuff. So he can extend debuffs. Yeah, just have to be Fate. I don't think he would work. Nah, yeah, see, Judo Master wouldn't work. I do want to look at Dr. Fate a little bit more, because I think he's going to be the staple that like really brings his sacrifice team together. Sacrifices 10% of other allies' HP. So he's going to sacrifice 10%, and then Aquaman's going to heal them for 5% of that, so they're only losing 5% health. And summons a life cross to deal superpower damage equal to 5. Dude, his percentage scaling for his attack is so freaking high. This damage is shared by all enemies. Also adds 1 stack of weaken for 2. Attacks an enemy 3 times, dealing superpower damage equal to 30, 30, and 60. It's also going to gain strong attack. Attacks an enemy with the lowest portion of HP, dealing superpower damage. And gives himself lifesteal. For each ally with a portion of HP lower than 60% during battle, increases his own attack. When an ally casts an ultimate while their portion of HP is lower than 60%, grants them a shield that can absorb damage equal to 100% of his attack. Bro, I'm really thinking you need Dr. Fate. I'm really thinking it. So I don't think the Frostbite team is going to have enough Frostbite until we get Killer Frost. So if you are looking to run Aquaman on a Frostbite team, definitely save up for Killer Frost. Let's look at some of the other. I want to look at John Constantine again. I really want to make sure I'm understanding their kits correctly. Sacrifices 20% of current HP to burn a giant magic circle onto the ground, which deals power damage equal to 175% of the attack power to all enemies. This also has 10% lifesteal. Okay, so they're sacrificing their HP. It looks like they're all sacrificing their HP, and then Aquaman is going to heal them every time they sacrifice their HP, and then they're also applying lifesteal to themselves. Did I miss anything? Damage increases to 190 and additionally dispels 1 type of buff. Okay. Attacks an enemy, dealing power damage equal to 120% of his attack. Damage is increased to 130. The ally with the lowest attack receives 1 stack of weaken for 2 turns, while Constantine gains 1 stack of strong attack. Yeah, I don't like applying weaken on my buddy. That fucking sucks. When a turn ends, a magic circle is drawn beneath Constantine's feet. He completes. Oh yeah, his return attack. At the start of an ally's turn, they lose 15% of their HP and gain 1 stack of strong attack and 1 stack of recuperate. Okay, so this team is going to hit very, very hard. And it looks like they could end up killing themselves. Maybe not super fast, but it does look like they can end up killing themselves if the fight takes too long. They look like a very bursty team. Like they're going to burst really quick. And it looks like if you can't burst down fast enough, then you're going to lose. That's what it seems like. I mean, if anybody is getting a different opinion on this, like, let me know. Pandora sacrifices her HP, shoots an enemy, each dealing superpower damage. So this, maybe this team is going to survive a lot longer than I think it is. And HP equal to 50% of the attack to an ally with the lowest portion of HP. Damage increases 35. Heal amount to 58. 58? That's a weird percentage number. Damage increases to 40 and heal amount to... So she's just going to do physical damage. Grants ally with the lowest portion of HP 1 stack of cloak and shield that can absorb damage equal. So more shielding each time, losing a total of HP to 10% of max HP permanently. Attack. After triggering the passive 10 times, decreases the triggered attack boost by 3%. Attack is permanently increased to 10% instead. After triggering the passive 10 times, permanently increases heal/shield crit by 50%. Yeah. This team's gonna be cracked, boys. This team's gonna be cracked. This team is going to do so much damage, and they're just going to survive for so long. The only problem is I think you're going to need these characters ranked up as high as possible in order to see the full effects. He throws invulnerability after they get low health also. Who does? Pandora? I just pulled a Pandora too. I might have to rank her up a bit. Okay, her infinity. All deployed allies attack, HP, and defense plus 6%. What is her rank 10? What is her rank 10? If I can find out what her rank 10 is. Aquaman throws down invulnerability? I'm not seeing invulnerability in his kit. Does it come from his badge? Goes up to 12% of her rank 10. Yeah, but is there any additional like features at rank 10 like some of the other characters, or is it just does it just upgrade 2 times? Any ally with less than means nothing about perish. Yeah, I'm not seeing the invulnerable in his kit. It has to come from his badge. See, for the first time, Aquaman. Ally gains protection from school fish. Aquaman will do until the turn. School fish, no fees. Just 12. Okay. And we don't know if Aquaman has a synergy yet, so I'm just gonna assume that we're using Pandora's. When an ally's HP drops below 30% for the first time, grants a shield that can absorb damage equal to 8% of her of max HP for 2 turns. 12%. They said something about Aquaman being in the announcement. Discord, right? The announcement on Discord. Let's see if I can find that. They didn't even post anything about Aquaman. Aquaman coming. Is this on X? Because I'm not. Yeah, this doesn't say anything. It has to come from his it has to come from his badge, because I'm not seeing it anywhere else. So, holy cow, dude, this team is going to be nuts. I thought Peacemaker's team was a good step, but like, this new team is going to be nuts, dude. I'm going to have to spend like freaking $500 too to max this team out. Go to events tab and then series character. Grants invulnerability to low health allies and infuse their attacks with frostbite. Yeah. Okay, so like he does grant invulnerability, but I'm looking at his kit, right? And none of these abilities here say that he grants invulnerability. So the only thing I can think of is the invulnerability is coming from his badge. Which isn't, I mean, that's not a terrible thing. I'm just saying, like, I don't know where the invulnerability is coming from. And the only thing that I can think of is it's coming from his badge. Which is cool. It's really cool. Ooh. All right, guys, we've been live for about an hour and 45 minutes. If you guys are enjoying the stream, please consider leaving a like on the content. Really helps me out and lets me know I'm doing a good job as a content creator. Really appreciate it if you guys would. Other than that, I guess we can still like look at some other things though, but would be better if it were not a badge. Yeah, but his badge has to add something to his kit. That's another thing we need to look at too. We need to look at what their badges do. So magic projectiles have a 30% chance to dispel one type of enemy buff. Damage dealt by projectiles additionally increased by 15%. Also has a 25% chance to transform into one extra magic projectile. Magic projectiles chance to dispel buffs increases 70%. The chance of transforming into one extra. Okay, so he just... Okay. I don't know if I really care for his badge too much. I think School of Fish might make them invulnerable. It's just a shield. I'm pretty sure it's just a shield. When an ally's HP drops below 40% of their maximum HP for the first time, Aquaman summons a school of fish to envelop them in a protective bubble. This makes them School of Fish until the end of their turn. Okay, so it's not a shield. That might be the invulnerability. I don't know what School of Fish does, but that might be the invulnerability from the way it reads. Because it basically just takes them out of combat for the turn and replaces them with a School of Fish. Constantine has killed my team too many times. He does a lot of damage. Like, Constantine does a butt ton of damage. So I wouldn't be surprised. So School of Fish might be the invulnerability that we're looking at. I don't know if I want to. Rank 6 is when the badge unlocks. All right, we'll do this real quick so that I can look at her badge. I'm telling you though, this, like, the more I think about this sacrifice team, the more we look at it, it's gonna be insane. It's going to be insane. And then even if you're not going to run the sacrifice team, I'm pretty sure those Mara and Aquaman can be put onto a frostbite team at some point too. So probably going to be a good summon. Sort of aligns with the text in the event tab that low health are invulnerable. Yeah. So it looks like the School of Fish is probably what they're talking about when they're talking about invulnerability. Okay, so let's take a look at her badge now. Noble Sacrifice gains 15% heal crit rate. Shoots 2 additional times. Damage dealt by ultimate additionally gains 50% lifesteal rate. Regains 1 ultimate point after casting. Okay, so her badge makes her ultimate a lot better. That's her ultimate, right? So her badge is going to make her ultimate a lot better. Let's go ahead and throw Mara into my level sync. Sure, I have quite a few shards of Mara too that I can just take her up to. I'm running really low. So this is not good. Not good. The things I do for content, boys. Oh. Sort of aligns. Pandora is fantastic out of sacrifice game. Okay. I don't know. I looked at Pandora when I first got her and didn't really think too much of her, so I had to take your word for it since you said you already got her built up pretty well. Okay. We got her to rank 6. And see, this is what I mean by giving us an early notice and giving us the character kit before they're released, because now I can be like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to invest in these characters right now before that banner comes out or that team comes out. So much better. We are looking at her badge now. So this is going to enhance, what, her armor? Okay, so her badge is going to enhance her armor. While in the front row, Mara will gain 1 stack of Recuperate for 1 turn. So she's going to apply Recuperate. Aquaman's going to copy that. Oh. For 1 turn, when her HP is sacrificed. While in the back row, she will gain 1 stack of Strong Attack for 1 turn when her HP is sacrificed. Each time Mara's HP is sacrificed, her attack bonus is increased by 10%, up to a max of 40, and damage reduction is increased by 5%, max of 20. Duration of Recuperate and Strong Attack buffs increase to 2 turns. Damage reduction from armor increases to 70% when activated while Mara's HP is below 35. So your front line's not dying. Mara and Aquaman aren't gonna die. They're just not gonna die. This is what I'm getting from both of their kits and all the other members of the sacrifice. They're not dying. I put all my resources into Pandora. I have rank 10, badge 30. Okay, rank 10 and badge at level 30. Ultimate basically heals the whole team every time. I run her with my Mr. T team, and it has gotten me to the main stage, 51 so far. Oh man, this team is cracked. Holy cow, dude. This team is phenomenal. Dude, Joe, you're absolutely right. This team is cracked. Okay, boys. So it looks like I know that at this point I can drop the Peacemaker team, so I don't have to invest any more into my Peacemaker team. And I'm strictly going for this Pandora Aquaman team. This sacrifice team is going to be insane. But I don't have Dr. Fate. I don't have Dr. Fate, so I need to figure out. I need to figure out another character to place. Someone that's going to do really, really well. Who are we thinking? Who are we thinking as the 5th member of this team if you don't have Dr. Fate? I think Jessica could work okay. Her damage isn't that high though. But she's just gonna make them even more tanky, so like increases attack power by 15%. When an ally gains a shield, the next damage dealt by herself increases by 2% of her attack power. The effect stacks 10 times. I may take the resources out of PM team to put into Aquaman team. That wouldn't be a terrible idea. It wouldn't be a terrible idea, I don't think. I don't know if I'm going to do that, but that, like, if you're low on resources right now, that wouldn't be a bad idea. This sacrifice team though is going to be insane, boys. It's going to be absolutely insane. So we want another damage dealer. So we're not adding debuffs, so I don't think Batman's going to do great here. I think Jessica could be a good fit because the amount of shield that we're going to be applying. Well, I don't know who else is applying shield. So who else is applying shield? Aquaman does not shield, right? Unless School of Fish is a shield, but I don't think it is considering the wording. So no shield from him. No shield from Constantine, if I remember correctly. He's just strictly damage. Yeah. No shield from... Shield from Pandora, though, yeah? Grants the ally with the lowest portion of HP 1 stack of cloak and a shield that absorbs damage. So, only 1 instance of shield, though. So I'm not 100% sure Jessica is the play here. What are you guys thinking about for the 5th DPS? Or the 5th character, the 5th flex character? If you don't have Dr. Fate. I don't know, man. Honestly think it's just Dr. Fate. I mean, you could just throw Wonder Woman and say GG. That gives you 2 AoE damage dealers. Gives you 2 damage dealers. Supergirl, I don't know if she really adds anything. What is hers? She's got a synergy. See. During battle, enemy frostbite damage is increased to 10%. Deals physical damage equal to 15% of the attack for each stack of frostbite. Max 10 stacks. If you wanted sacrifice, you could go Dr. Phosphorus. Yeah, I don't have Dr. Phosphorus. Plus, I think you want to use Dr. Phosphorus in the front row anyway, right? To spread the burn. Batman, Wonder Woman, Deathstroke. Yeah, but Deathstroke wants bleed, man. Like, he's the only person. I mean, he can enable himself, but you want a lot of bleed stacks when you're on Deathstroke. Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman, yeah, she's gonna be. I mean, if you have her, you can just slot her in for sure. Batman, I think Batman works okay. It's just like he wants a lot of debuffs for his kit to really like work. For each type of debuff, the target has skill damage temporarily increased, 10 damage bonus. Like Batman wants people to have like at least three debuffs, and this team only applies one. But like the consistent armor break is going to be really nice because you're going to be getting a lot of strong attacks. I think Batman's going to work decently okay here. What about Raven? What do you guys think about Raven on this? I mean, her revive alone is crazy, right? And her damage is pretty decent. Like, it's decent. It's not crazy, but it's decent. This would just give the team even more survivability. Especially with the revive. I'm considering Raven. We're considering Batman. We're considering Wonder Woman. But we're all in agreement, right, that Dr. Fate, like, completes this team? Raven is plug and play? For the most part. I think she was specifically designed for the debuff team, but she can be definitely plug and play. It's like just for her revive alone, for sure. Okay, so I think Dr. Fate completes the team, but if you don't have Dr. Fate, your other characters, Raven, Batman, Wonder Woman, right? All right, cool. Cool. Yeah, this team is going to be insane, man. What about Ocean Master? Ocean Master really wants block. And he really wants to use his synergy. He's going to apply stacks of weekend, which will help out. I've almost never seen Dr. Fate. Dr. Fate, I've seen quite a bit of, but he The Dr. Fates that I've seen are all like late game players, and he does so much damage that like you need to take him out quick or he's gonna wipe your team. So I don't know if Ocean Master really works here. Unless like you build the team with block and you use his synergy, but I don't really think that's worth it. I don't think it's worth taking him out of his own team. What about Zatanna? What do we think about Zatanna? My team is going to be Fate, Mara, Aquaman, Supergirl, and cross my fingers for Killer Frost after Aquaman. I want to say like it would be a good choice for them to release Killer Frost around Christmas time. I'm almost positive that's what's going to happen, but like without confirmation or a roadmap or anything, we don't know. But I mean, you could probably say that, yeah. Deals 2 types of buffs. Deals superpower damage equal to 120. Attack. Deals 1 stack of a single buff. Grants all allies 1 stack of frantic for 2 turns. Also grants 2 bonus to the ally with the highest attack. Whenever enemy buff is dispelled, Zatanna heals 3% of her max HP per type. Whenever Zatanna is present, she grants allies 2% lifesteal for each attack of frantic on the team. Spelling buffs now heals Zatanna for 5% of HP per type of debuffs. I think she could be pretty good too. Yeah, I definitely think she could be pretty good too. Okay, so the characters I'm debating on right now as a replacement for Dr. Fate: Wonder Woman, Raven, Batman, Zatanna. I think that's pretty solid. I think Zatanna is going to work really well because she already does stuff similar to Constantine, where she's removing buffs, so that's cool. She's adding frantic, which adds lifesteal, so crit damage is going to go up, which makes Constantine very, very, very deadly because of the amount of strong attacks he's getting, plus the frantic that he's going to get stacked on him. You're going to add more lifesteal to everybody. Oh, we just got an update on Discord, boys. Let's see what they said. Hey heroes, today's 12.2 update. Aquaman was added to the game files in preparation for release this Wednesday. Okay, so he's coming out Thursday, UTC, Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific. So yeah, he starts at reset tomorrow for me. He'll be released reset. Within the source section of his character file, it incorrectly cites a fusion event as a potential method for obtaining this character. Aquaman will be available using super encrypted tokens as part of his own Motherbox banner. We'll have more information on his kit, badge, and suggest pairings in the post rolling out tomorrow ahead of his release later that day. Okay. So he is not a fusion event character, boys. Confirmed. Confirmed. So rip everybody who wanted to summon fusions. Looks like that's not going to happen. And I can kind of see why, because this team would be absolutely cracked if you could build it from a fusion event. Still though, if you have super encrypted tokens and you want Aquaman, go for him. It's too bad too, because I would have really liked him in a fusion, but that's fine. Whoa, that typo is gonna make a lot of people mad. Well, luckily they caught it before any like real damage has been done. Like if the character had released and then they were like, oh yeah, by the way, he's not a fusion character, I think that would have been a problem, but I don't think this is too big of a problem. At least they caught it within, you know, like the first couple hours of releasing the information about him. It's still kind of a bummer because like this team would have been cracked, and I know a lot of people would have just maxed this team out in a fusion event character banner, but it is what it is. Just use your desired characters, I guess, to get, you know, Mara, Constantine, or Pandora. At this point though, now I'm kind of like reconsidering maybe summoning for, well, I'm gonna summon for him, but like I'm reconsidering if everybody should summon for Aquaman. Huge deal. Okay, so I'm gonna need a bunch of super encrypted tokens. I think I need about 75 more. Bro, you gotta spend $100 for 65. Incredibly pricey. I wonder if they're gonna release a character growth pack similar. So, with that being said, right? Maybe the next fusion event is Dr. Fate. Huh? Is that a 500 IQ play from the devs or what? The next fusion event is Dr. Fate? Because technically Blue Beetle was already in the game files, right? So if fusion events are only for characters that are in the game already, then it could possibly be Dr. Fate for the next fusion event, which would be really cool. But we'll have to see. Now we don't know if we're going to get another fusion event though. We've only had one, and it's been what? It's been 2 months since we've had that, just about. I think it will be Fate or Supergirl. Yeah, I could probably see either of those. But that's if they even do it. Yeah. Yeah, if they don't do it, like, Which I think they should be releasing, a character fusion event maybe like once a month. That would be cool. But, you know, whatever. If we do get another one though, then we know that fusion events will like occur periodically. And so then like that summon strategy for basically getting, a legendary character with, the complete team. That's what you want to save for if you're free to play. I'm really hoping they do though. Like it's been a while since we've had one. I want to see another one so that we can confirm if they're gonna keep doing these, and if not, then I don't know. Because what would be the point of releasing one if you're not gonna keep doing it? It's kind of unfortunate though. I was actually really excited for a fusion event and possibly getting a full team together without really having to summon like 3 banners. Another thing they need to not ever do again. You remember how we had that Raven banner? They need to never do that again. I don't know why people would summon on that. It's just a wait. That's just a waste. Unless they did it to where like the only character that you can summon in those banners for the epic character is that character. I would never do. Like they should never do a banner like that again. That was a terrible banner, and I don't know what they were thinking. Well, I got super excited, and now I'm not super excited. I guess this is just how it goes, but I still think the team is going to be incredible. Like, I guess I was just hoping it would be a little bit easier to obtain that entire team, but yeah, I'm not super mad about it. Okay, what's this? I forgot what I was doing here. Oh, we're doing AoE so we can hit the whole crystals. I'm excited, but not as much because now I have to spend. Yeah, yeah, yeah. If there's one thing I don't want to do is spend, you know. I guess that's kind of like the curse of the content creator, but. See if we can heal. Hey, how far are you guys pushing in Evil Falls, man? I finally got into like the level 20s and they're getting like super difficult to push. I'm curious to see if anybody's like farther than me in this. Oof. I need my green arrow to start doing a lot more damage. He's not really doing. Yeah, dude. So I'm gonna probably make a video on that Aquaman team tonight, kind of like theorizing. But that team is going to be pretty insane, man. I think I'm level 23. I'll check in a second. Oh, okay. Yeah, 23 is pretty good, man. You must be pushing that. Fortunate. Level 24, I was close. Dang, dude. You are pushing it. You must have quite a few rank 10 characters then, huh? Missing something. What do we miss? Really lucky on pulls, I bet. Yeah, it seems like you have a pretty stacked account, man. I mean, that's good. Only game I ever had luck in. So I played Epic 7 for a while, a couple years ago, and I got shafted like every single banner that I had or that we came across, and my friend pulled every single unit from every single banner, and he was free to play. He didn't spend it all, and I spent quite a bit, so uh, I got shafted quite a bit in Epic 7. That game was pretty fun though. Again, it's like one of those games though that's like it's been out for so long that if you tried playing now, like you are just overwhelmed with content. Content and characters and the meta and learning all of it, like ugh, it's rough. Do you got all your characters at level 300 yet, or are we just sitting at like 260? If I plan it right, if I plan it right, I think I can get my characters to level 300 here pretty soon. And by soon, I mean maybe a month or two, which would be cool. I'd like to see how you progress after level 300. What'd you guys get for dinner? I'm thinking about. I don't know what I'm gonna. Think about something though. I have two at 300 working on my third now. It's at 294. Oh, dang, man. You are pushing it. Yeah, apparently, they don't have too much of a crazy end game for this game yet. I think after like a certain point, you kind of just start getting like super powerful and like nothing stops you, which is cool. But I'd like to see them maybe add in some end game modes or something at some point. Start adding like really difficult content, I guess, for like the players that have been here for a year or the players that have really started working or getting bored because there's nothing really to do. One of the guys in my shard is at like 320. Holy cow. That dude's been working, man. He must be pushing stages like crazy. Ooh. Did we win? Ooh, we won. Look at that. We're in the top 8 qualifiers. I gotta support myself, because if I don't, who is, you know? Um, let's fight you. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, I don't even try to fight him in arena. I wouldn't. That dude is crazy. Oh, dude. No way. We got our butts kicked. He's running a shield team here. Kind of interesting. I don't think we fight Mr. T. Look, that guy's got Dr. Fate. I like your lead arena. It's a pretty good game mode. I just don't think I think it's hard to compete. Like, I don't think they give you enough resources to make 3 teams in the beginning of the game. So like elite arena is hard up until like you get to a certain point where you can start building teams. Like on my free to play account, I just get my butt kicked. I just collect whatever rewards I can get, and then we keep it pushing, man. We're there for the currency so we can get character shards, and that's about it. Unless you get really lucky on rolls and stuff, it's hard to compete as a free to play. So it looks like those Judo Master and Vigilante fixes, or was it just? I think it was just Judo Master, right? In the patch, but looks like those fixes might might have helped. I don't know. It said one of his abilities was just missing, like it was just ghost missing. Super weird. Yeah, it's definitely about having a wider roster. Yeah, definitely. It's about having a wider roster and then being able to build teams for the season. Because like next season, like who knows what'll get buffed. So like I might have to build new characters next season just to compete. So we'll see. I'm cool with being top 20. I don't really care for pushing for number one. That would require a whole lot of wallet, and I don't feel like spending that much just to be number one in PvP. Maybe when I get monetized and start making some money off of this, maybe we'll put a little bit more effort into the account. But I think we're sitting at a solid place right now. I'm really not too worried about it. I usually get about top 15 in Elite Arena. So, boom, 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 boom. Okay, so Aquaman comes out tomorrow night. That means we can showcase him and his teams on Thursday. I really want to see if I can pull Dr. Fate. It's still, there's a really low chance that I pull Dr. Fate. I'm pretty close to pity, so I might just try to do it. And then we got to pull Aquaman. Oof. Dang, dude, we didn't kill that Nightwing. Yeah, top guys have to be spending at least a couple grand a month. Yeah, yeah. It's pretty typical in most gotcha games. Like I probably spend, I don't know, maybe close to 300 a month. Well, this month for sure I spent 300. I don't think every month I spend 300. I'm pretty sure this month I've already spent close to 300. But I only spend so that I can showcase things. And well, I'm not gonna lie. I like to compete. I like to do good. I like to do good in PvP and stuff. So Not the only reason I spend, but I'm hoping at some point I just get monetized so that I can use the monetization money to just fuel the account. That's what I'm hoping. We still got a while to go. I still got to get to 1,000 subs, and I think it's something like 4,000 watch hours. So we still got quite a ways to go. I'm almost to 500 subs. Hopefully we hit that here pretty soon. Gonna call it a night. See you guys tomorrow for Aquaman. Great stream, by the way. Hey, thanks, Sauce. We'll catch you tomorrow, man. Or I'll catch you on Thursday if you're here for the stream. Oh. All right, guys, I'm going to drop the Discord link in the chat. If you guys want to join, you can. I help people out with their accounts and stuff. We got a whole bunch of things going on in the Discord. We chat about the game. We help people build out their teams, things like that. So if you guys are interested in that, please join the Discord and say hi, you know, introduce yourself or whatever. And we'll help you out to the best of our abilities. Other than that, if you guys are enjoying the stream, please consider leaving a like on the stream. This helps me out, lets me know that I'm doing a good job as a content creator and giving you guys the information that you need. Also, it helps out the channel to, you know, make it so that where we grow a little bit more. So if you can do that, I'd appreciate it. Other than that, we are going to finish up this PvP and... I don't know what we do after that. I can't believe I'm ranked 2. I don't want to fight that Robin. I don't want to fight that team. I could fight that team. I think this is a better matchup. Oof. Who is this? He kicks my butt every time I go up again. Oh. I know him. Maybe. Test it. Test it. All right, let me get this dub. Yeah. Okay. I don't really want to fight any of these teams. We'll fight that, I guess. We'll do that. Black. They just did an update on Discord saying that him being a fusion is correct. Going to be a banner character. Yeah, we went over that a little bit ago. It's a little unfortunate, but the team's still cracked, dude. Like, I'm gonna be summoning for him either way. Like, the team is going to be crazy. But I do wish it would have been a fusion event. But I can see them doing, like, if they are going to do a fusion event, they'll probably do it after uh, Aquaman release, and they'll probably, I mean, if they're smart, they'll do it for Doctor Fate, and that way everybody can build out their sacrifice team. This dude. This dude. Joe. All right, hopefully that was the last arena. Ready to move on. Okay. Okay. Now the game just doesn't want to work. This guy, dude. Like the third or fourth time I've gone up against. Bro, he's invested so much into his. Yeah, that was the last one. Great. All right, people. Thanks for coming out tonight. Appreciate it, man. Obviously the game's kind of struggling right now, but it looks like the Aquaman banner is going to be pretty legit. That team is going to be very solid. I'll be making a video on it probably tonight and releasing it tomorrow morning. So look forward to that. Other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you for coming out.